Yeah, nice hair. Hello there, Erner here, and finally, today we are going to have nice battle. On my side, I have brought quite balanced army composition, a lot of spear front lines, some slingers, elite units in reserve and chariots. My opponent brought a lot of Seneni light chariots, and I will have to face such skirmishing corps. And very nice thing you will like to see is how the skirmishing and this opening stage starts. Opponent is bringing archers to deal damage to my front line, and I'm bringing my slingers to fight these guys off. So we already started with the skirmishing phase. One of my front lines is having a bit of problem to have the correct angle because they are going to get melted by arrow volleys. But finally, now the shield wall or spear wall formation is correct. Now I am able to eat more arrows. So this time nobody is rushing forward. We have to position ourselves correctly. Opponent will have opportunity to move on this flank to the forest, and I always have to watch out this threat of skirmishing chariot from this side. Now the next phase of the skirmishing is that opponent is bringing some militia Egyptian peasants forward. I'm not going to focus them. I want to delete these archers with my slings as efficiently as I can. Now, what is the opponent doing? He is targeting with his missile hero, targeting my weak units. One juicy target is my elite Canadian vanguard, and the second one later on will be my hero. So my opponent want me to sally out, but I really need to be careful and sticking together. Since opponent has chariot advantage, I cannot go and chase everything. No. This time we are not going to be stupid. We are going to counter this tactic. And now my opponent is trying to do some charging. He is doing a big mistake charging into spears. I'm going to deal quite a number of damage to him just to punish him. Already a couple of chariot models died, and I'm shooting this blob of chariots for free money. Opponent will have to surround me, but I'm going to position my troops to face him and also bring chariots to wing this flank. Meanwhile, I must not overextend too much, because skirmish chariots are going to skirmish me. Here I see that my elite Cananite vanguard is stronger than Egyptian swordsmen, who made in time their shield wall and blocked my charge. These guys did perfect their shield charge. But I will bring my chariot to finish them off. Regardless of the stance, the vanguard is able to cut them without problem. Meanwhile, my opponent absolutely forgot about Pharaoh guard, so I was able to get a lot of nice value, and let's watch this deadly charge. Meanwhile, I'm bringing chariot to finish off these swordsmen. They are gone. I have to watch out from another vanguard, so I will countercharge it before it gets too dangerous. Opponent is clashing into me and trying to win this flank. Yeah, you can see. He was trying to chase my chariot with his spears. but he has to face the vanguard. And that's perfect opportunity to bring my chariots. Nicely knocking some units, models, and they should rout soon. Meanwhile, let's slow this down. I'm going to chain route also this guy. But what is happening on the other side? Opponent is keeping distance with his missile chariots. He cannot yet YOLO charge them, even though I have plenty of light troops. But they are spears, so it would be kind of a waste of time. And he focused on this side, trying to move to this direction to get behind me. As you can see, my units are kind of grouped together. Your best defense against chariots is to blob yourself. Make a blob, bring your units closer. And right here, since my units are close together, I can engage, stop some chariots. These ones are getting also killed by my hero. And look at this HP. This chariot is going to be deleted right now. So, when you have missile chariots, you need to be careful with them. Meanwhile, my chariot is doing a lot of work against enemy archers, a lot of nice damage. I have to pull them back. And my opponent decided to bring another chariot into this blob, which is a huge mistake. You shall not charge into the blob. So again, this one is going to die very quickly. So I have killed like 2 chariots out of 4, 5. This one probably will be dealt with soon. My chariots did a good job. On this flank I have cleared the enemies. Oh no, now the opponent is doing some nice rear charge. I was trying to also counter charge. And yeah, chariot is dead, down. Oh, still, he got 2 more chariots to go. But I have a big blob of LED units to grind. So, who is going to win? It's still a bit too soon to judge, because right here, opponent is having Queen's Guard. These guys are very good and protective. They are tier 4 units, so they are going to do some work. Do you see how I am trying to spread my units? This group is resting and will later help these guys. Meanwhile, this blob, I'm not committing everybody there. And on this side, I can engage with my royal chariot companions against enemy Senenilite chariots. Who will win? We shall see this duel. But to help me to win this fight, I shall bring more troops and pull my chariot in direction, so if enemy is chasing me, I will have a good opportunity to bring my troops, and it's no longer about chariot versus chariot, it's about my 3 units versus enemy chariot. And now it is a big difference. When you combine your chariots with infantry, you are going to win such battles. Look at the HP. Oh, it's already routing. And now I can continue with more charge and dealing with these Queen's Guards. Queen Guard is pretty solid and still holding. You can imagine they are still grinding this battle. So when you are playing Tau threat, you shall use them as your core front line. But my victory is inevitable. I have more and more troops. I will focus on this blob. And the enemy hero, I can ignore him even though he is doing quite well. Ah, it's Tau threat. herself. Yeah, nice hair. Alright, back to battle. Or actually, let's check the results of the battle. So, I want to see the chariots. This chariot did quite okay. This one did much better. The other one, oh, poor one, this was deleted. And this one did quite okay. Opponent hero was alive, earning some money. Let's see my chariot. My chariot did 2800 value. Because I spent so much money on these real chariot companions and used them very well, they were able to bring my money back. Enemy had some elite units which were flanked and run over by chariots, so they earned not much. And the missiles, 600 is nice, this is terrible, terrible. And to contrary, my slings, even though they are cheap, 1800, more than 1000, a lot of value. They were shooting for free against missiles, chariots, and also they were focusing down this poor Pharaoh guard. Let's check my spear frontline. 1000 for Canaanite spearmen. These guys did very well. Not so much. Absolutely terribly. Terrible. Okay. Not so good. Canaanite Vanguard was able to deal with enemy elites. Very nice. My Stalkers had not much time spent on the fight, but this one paid for themselves. And very last, yeah, 1300, very nice. So, this was a nice battle, a lot of tactics and slow gameplay as we all wanted. That is all, and see you later.